Welcome to the Red Fox Network, everyone. I'm Dean Darling, along with first-year head basketball coach on the men's side, Mike Maker, and we thank you for joining us from here at the Marist Boathouse on the beautiful campus of Marist College in Poughkeepsie. And Mike, you got the job just over a month ago, and how's the transition gone so far?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on the show, Dean. And the transition's been wonderful. It's been a little bit overwhelming in regards to the timing of it. I've broken it up into phases, and phase one has simply been to recruit my own players first at Marist, and then in addition to that is assembling a staff. And I think in the short period of time that I couldn't be more pleased with how that has gone. Our young men have been very receptive to our philosophy and our teaching, and the thing I'm most excited about is their character and the pieces. I think there's more there than meets the eye. And then with the staff we've assembled, I couldn't be more pleased with that as well. I didn't decide to retain Paul Lee, I hired Paul Lee. And the reason I hired him is because of the character he has as a man and his intelligence, being an Ivy League grad from Columbia, and his knowledge of our style of play. We hired Andy Johnston. AJ is someone I've also known, like Paul, for over 20 years. I have great respect for him. He served as a head coach at 3 different places, overseas twice, once in Finland, once in Iceland, and then also at AIC years ago. He has knowledge of the metropolitan area as well as New England prep schools and abroad. And then we've also hired CJ Lee from Coach Beilein's staff at Michigan. And CJ played 2 years at Manhattan in the MAC for Bobby Gonzalez, and then transferred to Coach Beilein's program, was a walk-on, earned a scholarship, became the captain, and led them to their first tournament appearance under Coach Beilein. So he'll understand me being a Coach Beilein disciple. He understands what I'm looking for, both as a player and as a coach. And then I brought my 2 young guys from Williams out of loyalty and their ability to help in that transition as well. So as far as phase one is concerned, I think it's a home run.
You had great success, Division III program, Williams, 3 Final Fours in 6 years. What's it going to take to build the Marist program over a period of time?
Well, I think I've had great experience as an assistant for 17 years at various levels in Division I, low, mid, and high. I think the 2 best examples that will resonate with the people at Marist were what I learned under Coach Beilein at West Virginia and also under Coach Altman at Creighton, and they're at Michigan and Oregon respectively. I think the recipe for success remains the same. You recruit high-character kids that value a quality education that we offer here at Marist, and that are willing to play team basketball. They're skilled and they're highly intelligent. And we're not going to waver from that at any time. You know, we embrace the academic standards here. We want to recruit young men that are very similar to the normal student body populace here. And we want people to get behind our team. And you do that by having quality young men that are high character, that are involved on your campus, in your community, and that we play an aesthetically pleasing style of basketball where the ball is shared. I think the community will embrace it, and it's certainly going to be a process, and I think baby steps at first, but I think it'll explode after a period of time.
Well, when you got here, the shelf had a few groceries on it. You've got some returning players. You've had a chance to work with them a little bit over this summer. What's your first impressions?
The first thing that jumps out at me is the talent of Khalid Hart and Siobhan Lewis. I think both of them are impact players in the MAC. I think the other guys, I'm looking to see who blends best with them. And then creating chemistry is everything, and creating a team environment while understanding that those 2 players we need to highlight within the team overall experience. And that's a good place to start. I think Khalid, being the MAC Rookie of the Year, he can play both on and off the ball in the backcourt. He's very powerful. He has a lot of substance. He can shoot, pass, dribble. I'm going to post him some as well. I've been really impressed with Khalid. His humility and his receptiveness to a different direction. And then Siobhan, I'm really sensitive to the upperclassmen because I'm the 3rd coach in as many years. So for them, earning their trust has been a around-the-clock process, and I've been on the road because of the recruiting period, so that's been challenging. But Siobhan has embraced the coaching change, and we're going to highlight him because he's so talented. He can get his own shot at any time. And then the added pieces, and I think there's a lot more there than meets the eye. I think we have some pieces that fit the style we want to play, and I can't wait to get started.
And you got a decent incoming freshman class. They all decided to stay, even though there was a transition in head coaches. And what's your first impressions on them?
In spite of the new head coach, they decided to stay. No, I think collectively, I'm pleased with the overall freshman class. I think we have high IQ basketball players in that class. I don't know if we have the dynamic player of a Siobhan or a Khalid, but they're basketball players. So they fit the style we want to play in regards to having balance.
You've already touched on it. July is a big recruiting month. You've been out pounding the pavement now for a while. You look for a high IQ player, obviously, that has some skill level, that has a thirst for education. What are you looking for down the road? What positions specifically are you looking to enhance?
I like multi-dimensional players, meaning they can play 1 through 4, 2 through 4. I think the 5 position, the center position, is very different. And maybe the point guard sometimes is different regarding breaking pressure and guarding a quick guy defensively to keep him out of lane. But outside of that, I want interchangeable parts that have great vision, are good teammates, that can dribble, pass, and shoot, and that are in the right spot, both offensively and defensively. And those are the guys we're looking for. And they stick out like sore thumbs on the recruiting trail, but they're hard to find. But we're going to make the most out of what we have now, because I'm the third coach. It doesn't mean my style is better or worse, it's just different. So I'm going to have to make some subtle changes to make it work in the short term while having my eye on a long-term vision of what I see for Marist basketball moving forward.